straw.
Okay, here we are on the podcast.
Oh, I always end up choking when I don't have a straw.
This is the cold open.
You started. Fuck.
Yeah, I started recording. This is the cold open. I'm gonna start drinking I'm gonna drink half of my vodka cranberry right now to catch up with Ty.
For reference, we have a normal size solo cup. I put 4 shots of vodka in his cup. Sky vodka. It's like 80 proof. He's down in it. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty gross. He looks sad. He's handing it to me. I don't want it.
I'm showing it to you.
I'm just joking. It's melting through the bottom of the cup, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God, I feel like I drank a bottle of rubbing alcohol.
To be fair, we ran out of vodka, so I put rubbing alcohol in it.
I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, country boys make do. You know what
Country
they say.
boys make do. Welcome.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the SLOSH CAST. I'm Ty.
I'm Zeke.
Welcome. Fucking God damn it. We're so happy to have you here.
Oh my fucking God.
Zeke, I don't know about you, but I'm wasted, bro. Not like wasted. I'm like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like a 6.8.
I'm definitely getting there. I think I'm at like a 5.7. That's why I had you put double the amount of shots in my drink.
Zeke's not as light of a weight as I am. I'm like lightweight championship. I get pretty wasted off a little bit of alcohol.
Dude, I'm a big old chunky boy.
Zeke's got a little heft on him.
I'm a little bit hefty.
I love every goddamn pound of him, but Jesus fuck, yeah, he can put it back. You know what I mean?
I sure fucking can, bro. I ate a whole, like you know when you go to a fucking like grocery store and like you get the deli dinner,
yeah,
and they fill up all the 3 compartments. I ate one of those.
Talking like a pub dinner, like a
Publix dinner.
Oh, fuck,
I ate one of those and one of my friend's Chinese like lunch combos in preparation for today, so I could load up on food, so I wouldn't be as drunk tonight.
Carbo loaded.
I always carbo load for today. That's a fun fact about me. Last week I ate a whole one of those dinners and 2 corn dogs.
A fun fact about me: I fast for the podcast. I don't eat or drink like anything but water for like the day leading up to it, so I can get super drunk super quick.
That's so fucking funny.
We opposite.
We do the opposite. Like you should do what spaghetti. I'm doing.
You should be doing what I'm doing.
I should be fasting for the podcast. And you should be like
idiots, bro.
That's fucking funny. But yeah, welcome.
So stupid.
Welcome to the 3rd episode of the. It caught up with me.
Good Lord.
Welcome to the 3rd episode of the podcast. We are so happy to have you here.
I'm overjoyed. So I don't know if you can tell from my voice. So like I said, I'm Ty. Hi, I'm a college student. I just graduated from Santa Fe College, my AA degree.
I think that means you're not English. A college student.
I'm working on going back. I'm gonna get my bachelor's in clinical lab science.
Again, like last week, I think our live streams are getting better, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking like, it's weird. Like at the end and like the Q&A portion, nobody asked any questions, but we've got like 12 viewers watching.
Yeah, people need to. Hey guys, if you're in the chat, loosen up, guys. We're so. I'm honestly, I'm not the chillest guy you'll ever meet because I get pretty like crazy about some stuff.
It's true.
When it comes to Twitch, come on, this is how I chill out, guys.
It's crazy how much Ty changes, but
ask me some questions.
It's so nice having such like honest to God fan interactions. Like we've made a couple fans.
I love it
since last stream, man.
I love making things for people that people actually like.
It's
so
awesome.
Much fun.
Like, you know who you are, but we asked you, like, because you referenced our podcast, The Plug 54. I have to say your name. The Plug 54. You referenced our podcast in the live stream today. And I'm like, did you listen to the podcast? And you're like, I did. And like,
that made me so happy.
That's awesome.
It was so validating.
It's not like we pestered our friends and family to listen to it. You went out of your way, found our show out of nowhere.
I know.
And stayed, followed us, and then listened to our podcast. It's awesome.
I couldn't ask for a better super fan.
So here's a fan
shout out.
I
just bit my tongue. Oh,
I'm sorry, baby.
Fan shout out for sure, though, but I'm sorry. I did just bite my tongue.
But here we are.
Love you, the Plug 54.
But here we are, man. Like,
we made it. That's it. Next stop, LA.
Next stop, LA.
Give me skin, bro. Other hand, bro.
I can't reach like that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Dap Me Up. We're gripping hands.
And then you,
and then dapping.
Yeah.
There we go.
My brother-in-law taught me that.
That's awesome, man.
He's like a really cool kid.
Shout out to Steven.
Yeah, shout out to Steven, honestly. He's a really cool kid. He taught me how to dap. Honestly, like, he's way cooler than I, like, am.
Awesome, man. I appreciate the
he does
swagger.
shit, and I'm like such like a fucking like dork, and like he'll.
You
do
sure
things.
are a dweebus.
And it's like it's funny because like I'm looking at it from a standpoint of like it doesn't matter what you do, like I'm gonna like you, like I like him, you know, he's my brother-in-law,
Yeah.
you know, I love him, he's a great kid,
Yeah.
but I just like, you know, he tries to be cool, and it's like, yeah, I get it, he's like however old, he's 17 I think.
No, yeah.
Like I get it. When I was 17 I tried to be cool, but like
No,
I
yeah.
love that kid, I love that kid so much. I'm sorry, I'm not just saying that in case he's listening, like I really do.
No, yeah. I keep forgetting how strong my drink is when I take a sip. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that's another thing, I'm drunk as fuck right now.
I'm trying to catch up to you, dude. I want to be on your level. But if you notice, every podcast we record, I get so much drunker by the end.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking bullshit.
I drink a LaCroix and I'm like, yo, I'm not even drunk anymore, bro.
Bro,
It hydrated my liver.
You didn't listen to the first podcast, did you?
I don't remember what happened, tell me.
Did you listen to the second one?
I listened to both of them, but I have a bad memory. Tell
Okay,
me.
well, in the first one, I called you Meatloaf.
What?
Because you talk about how, like, you didn't stink and shit like that, and you went back and forth with it, like, well, I haven't showered for 2 days. I'm like, you just say you don't stink. You're like, it's been 2 days. I'm like, what are you, fucking Meatloaf or something?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, sorry to reference the first podcast on episode 3, but it was just so funny to me.
Episode 3, we're already making references to the first podcast. What's
A
wrong with you?
A little presumptuous, don't you think?
Whoa! As if anybody's actually listened to that one.
True that.
Let's pop them this smart food. We've got
Here we go. Here's some smart food, baby. Pop it open.
Oh, wait, ASMR. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, baby.
I
Good
honestly,
shit.
I hate popcorn, but I'll fuck up.
I bought the
Smart
family size bag of smart food because, like, I bought the first bag. I'm like, oh, I'm finna demolish this. So I bought the family size bag. I'm like, let's go.
I appreciate you so much for getting all this stuff recently. I've been doing so bad monetarily.
I
because,
understand. I understand, man.
I know you do, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm so happy, like, we can keep this shit going.
That I've to be honest, most of my money nowadays have gone into this show.
I'm so, like, if I had the money to do it, I would do the same thing.
I completely understand, man. That's why I offer to pay for things. Please don't let me forget to pay for my pizza.
Absolutely.
Please don't let me
Sabrina
I
will
will
not let you forget.
I will remember to I will pay back this pizza. Like,
I know.
that's why I offered to pay for pizza earlier. Like when she was having a problem, like I'll just pay for the pizza. I mean,
I could not ask for like a better partner, like in like Twitch streaming and like doing a podcast, because you have done everything. And shout out to Zeke, honestly, because he's done everything. He's keeping this shit afloat. He's got the cameras. He's got all the equipment. He got the food. He got the booze. I'm just here. I'm along for the ride. The only thing I'm doing is hosting my apartment.
Ty's got the fucking locale.
I've got the locale. We do the lowdown every Thursday for Wednesday night. Come on down. Don't come to my apartment. I swear to God, don't come to my apartment.
And like, if I didn't feel like this could go somewhere, I definitely wouldn't be spending so much money on this. Imagine like a tax write-off, anything that explicitly concerns our business.
Mm-hmm.
Pay me back.
Yeah,
that's okay. If it comes to like food or shit like that, don't really care about that. Like if I'm asking, should I bring snacks? Mm-hmm. And you're like, bring this and this and this. I'm just buying snacks.
Right.
But if it's like, hey, I'm buying pizza. Do you want a pizza? If you pay me back, like, oh, it's shit like that. Right. But like when it comes, it's not. I'm not in a rush.
I appreciate that,
and I get it. I know. I understand your situation, and like I love you. You're a brother to me. Like, I don't pay for a lot, and like right now I'm only paying like the biggest thing I'm paying for is like my car insurance.
Oh my lord!
And then like Adobe shit. Like I'm paying $40 a month on Adobe shit that I'm not using right now because I don't know how to use it.
I am making all my money with Uber at the moment.
Yeah.
And I have the most annoying story. I have the best story.
Mm-hmm.
I also have the most annoying story.
Lay it on me, baby. Lay it on. Speak your truths into the mic.
I drive for Uber. I got a request from this lady like 7 minutes away, whatever. I couldn't pronounce her name. I get there. She gets in my car. She doesn't speak a word of English. Or at least as far as I can tell, doesn't speak a word of English. She gets in my car. I turn on navigation. 2 hours and 30 minutes. I didn't know that Ubers could be that long, but apparently if it's expected to be 45 minutes or longer, it says long trip, but it's not in like bold lettering that you can like see. It's like a little tiny letters at the bottom.
Yeah.
2 hours and 33 minutes.
Oh
she wanted me to drive her to St. Pete.
Oh my God.
A little Asian lady.
Wow.
Didn't speak a word of English. And I was like, I'm like apologizing profusely. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I had no idea that these could be this long. She didn't understand the goddamn word I was saying. She was so mad.
Oh my God.
And she gets out of my car and she goes and gets like, I'm assuming like her son or her grandson or something, like somebody she knows who's younger and who speaks a little bit more English. And I'm talking to him. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know Ubers could be this long. I don't really drive out of the city. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do now. I'm sure you could probably request another Uber. Like, I'm really sorry. And she got all of her stuff. I made sure she got her Gatorade, you know, whatever she had. And you know, in her car, I made sure she, you know, got it before she left. I canceled the ride. I get a thing from Uber today saying, like, somebody, you know, one of your passengers said that you discriminated based on location. Discriminated based on location. And I was like, no. So they were like, you can respond telling your side of the story. So I did. I told them exactly what happened. She got in my car. I drove down the street. I said, oh my God, I didn't realize this was 2.5 hours long. I can't do that today. Because that's 2.5 hours one way.
Exactly. And then you have to drive back to where you were at
5 hours.
and then resume. Which,
that's a 5-hour commitment. And it doesn't pay you for the time it takes to come back.
Exactly.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm so sorry. Like that's not how the shit works. Like, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. But she didn't understand me. So she's pissed. And she's like yelling and, you know, whatever. I don't know what language she was speaking, but like she was yelling and like I could tell she was pissed at me. And I'm like apologizing profusely. But it doesn't matter to her. She's just mad I couldn't drive to St. Pete. But like, which is, like I said, almost 3 hours from here. And I get a thing from Uber today saying like a customer complained that you discriminated based on location. So I sent them like, I told them exactly what happened. And they were like, thanks for your feedback. We can see from your profile that you're a very good driver. We can see that you've been doing very well for yourself. Like, there's two sides to every story. You know, like, we'll get this sorted out. And, like, you know, I kind of, anytime I've had somebody complain to a manager, and I've always been like, you know, this, and this, it's never gone anywhere. So I imagine the same thing would happen with Uber. But it's scary. You know, that's how I'm making all of my money right now.
Yeah.
This lady gives me a 1-star review, brings my rating down a little bit. And, like, just fucks me up, kind of. And it's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't drive you 3 hours away.
What did her, like, supposed relative say to you?
Nothing.
You didn't speak any English?
He was laughing because she was, like, yelling so much. And he was like, it's okay. And that's not, I'm not making fun of his accent or anything. That's just kind of what he was saying.
I understand. It's probably, like, the most he knew to tell you at the time.
Yeah. And he was smiling and laughing like it was okay. And I was like, okay, like, you know, I'm sorry. Like, I'm really, really, really sorry. Like, I didn't know this was going to happen. I was apologizing profusely because I work in customer service. Like, I know how it works. And she just was, I guess she must have just bitched.
You found like the only Asian Karen.
Yeah.
You must have, dude.
I was like, okay, boomer. Sorry, I couldn't drive you where you wanted to go.
That's fucking wild. I mean, God.
I'm pretty sure Gainesville Regional Airport, like, flies to St. Pete, too.
Exactly.
And that would have been way cheaper. I understand if you don't want to get on a plane. Uber, though?
Yeah.
Uber? Really? Uber? Take a
2
bus.
2 hours in an Uber?
Take a bus.
Like
2.5.
2.5 hours in an Uber. That's almost like stopping for a pee break and for gas. Almost. Like, in your car, I'd imagine you wouldn't have to stop for gas.
Mm-mm.
But, like, imagine, like, a car that was slightly less, like, better than yours. Imagine stopping for gas. Like, imagine your Uber driver stopping for gas and a pee break. Could you imagine?
No. I can't imagine wanting that.
That's wild. Like,
she was so mad.
Fuck her, man.
But then, a couple days before that, like the day before that, had a lady. So cool.
Oh,
I picked her up from the airport. I took her home. We were just talking and just, like, having the best time the whole way to her house. She was from Gainesville. She was so happy to be home, and I was so happy to be talking to her. Like, it was such a good experience. And it's like I get it, but at the same time, it's like, why you gotta be bitchy?
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm really thankful for a lot of the customers I've had, but, like, fuck that lady.
It's like, you know, we both worked in the same exact grocery store where I work now. And it's customers in the customer service industry, man. Like, some people don't understand. Like, customers, like, for one, customers don't read.
Mm-mm.
They have the inability to read.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know letters.
Customers have no self-awareness.
Nope.
When they're using their shopping cart,
oh no,
where they are walking.
Spatial awareness.
They have no spatial awareness. None. Oh, I'll leave my shopping cart in the middle of the aisle. Oh, I'll leave my shopping cart here and I'll walk across the other side of the store.
What's that? Somebody I knew from 20 years ago? Let's park our carts
at the end of the aisle.
Parallel from each other.
Yeah.
So that we block the whole aisle so we can have a conversation about nothing.
I have been the most firm believer in taking down all aisle signs. All of them. All aisle signs. The
You
ones that are
don't
like
read them anyways.
the ones that are like aisle 1, aisle 2, aisle 3. Aisle 1, here's bread. Aisle 2, here's fucking this thing. Take them down. They don't read them.
Counterpoint.
Mm.
Think of how many people do read the signs.
Not enough to quantify.
But, because I'm one of those people, think about how many more people would ask you if you didn't have the signs.
True.
Like, the people who do ask, it's like, come on, guy, there's signs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, could be a lot more.
And there's motherfuckers who scan the whole store, but don't walk in down any aisles. Well, the way the store is set up is it goes from aisles. What?
Oh, you're telling them. Sorry.
Yeah. From the way the store works, it's aisles 1 through 11. Skipping aisle 8, which is the freezer section.
Yeah, fuck the freezer section.
Fuck the freezer section. That's not
grocery.
That's not a real aisle.
I'm sorry, this isn't Canada where we freeze.
So from the front of the store is aisle 1. To the back of the store, it goes all the way to aisle 11. Customers will walk all the way to the back of the store and ask for an item that's on like aisle 3 without even checking or looking down the aisle. Like, say, like, rice is on aisle 3. You look right in, you can see it from the front of the aisle.
I can picture it because I worked there for like 4 years.
You can see it.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Where's rice at? I'm like, sir, I'm on aisle
3.
6. You tell me you didn't look?
Real quick, can I say? Aisle 3, about halfway down on your right.
Right on your right, actually.
Am I pretty close, though?
You're very close, even then.
It's about the whole 1/3 of the first.
It's about 16 feet.
Yeah,
of rice.
There's a lot of rice. There's like basmati,
rice and beans.
You got jasmine, you got rice and beans.
Yeah, man.
You got the microwave boiling bag rice.
Customers straight up got stupid ass brain. I mean, I'm let me pull my fingers together.
Is this a customer service pitchy podcast?
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. As soon as customers turn around, they ask me, "Where's the canned meat at?" Where I'm
aisle
on
4.
Where I'm on the canned. Yes, where I'm on the canned meat aisle.
About all the way down on the right.
Yes, you're correct.
I know.
When they do that on the aisle we're on, as soon as they turn around and someone's with me on the aisle, I point straight up at the sign that says canned meat. Like, look at my face. I go.
I would do that at Ace. They'd be like, "Where's the fertilizer?" I'm like, "Well, you're in a good spot because it's all out here."
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, "Do you guys have plants?" I'm like, "Boy, you're in luck. We got a whole bunch of them."
I'll try to be nice for some customers who are nice to me.
Yeah, I'm not rude to everyone.
Like, ask, "Where's the graham crackers at?" And I'm like 10
aisle
feet.
5.
Yeah, I'm 10 feet from the graham crackers. I'm like, "Ooh, you got pretty close. They're right over there."
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Yeah, and you can tell the people who are shitty versus the people who are just generally they didn't see it.
One fucking bitch walks past me and she goes, "Where are the crackers at? Crackers? Ritz crackers?"
Aisle 5, about halfway down on the left.
Exactly. And I go, aisle 5, right down there.
Right past the pillar.
And she asked, yes. And
I know.
she asked, Ritz crackers? Like, I didn't know what the fuck Ritz crackers were.
Bottom shelf, lady.
Why would I not know what the fuck? You know, hey, lady, we don't have to carry Ritz crackers. It's not required by law that we carry Ritz crackers.
That store has not changed probably for the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know they did a change about 5 years ago. I worked there for about 4. They changed and then I left, but I was there for the change, so I pretty much know where everything is. Before that, baby food was on aisle like 9. Where like the wine was. Yeah, baby food and wine. What are you guys trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Now baby food's on aisle 2.
Aisle 2. Aisle 1 is the dollar aisle.
With all the condiments now.
Yeah.
They switched it back. Yep.
What's aisle 7?
All Mexican food.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
With 144 section of Asian.
So wait, where's Goya? On 7?
Yep.
Wow.
They all got moved to 7.
That's pretty cool.
3 got transformed into big cans.
That makes a lot of sense though, because like honestly, there are a lot of probably like more Hispanic people in the area, so it should all be on one aisle.
True.
Yeah.
But not enough to justify a whole aisle.
There's honestly more Vietnamese people in Keystone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've noticed.
There's one.
I've looked at demographics.
There's actually one I befriended from Ace.
Really? A Vietnamese person?
I'm not sure if you've ever seen her. Tiny little lady, short, almost bob haircut, big glasses. She has a white husband who has a goatee and like his hair, like, you know, it comes.
I know who you're talking about.
And she kind of talks like this.
Yeah, I love her.
She has a dog named Zeke.
Nice.
That's why we became friends.
I love that.
Because I think her black adopted daughter
Okay.
or something, like a guinea pig, and we became friends after that. And now she sees me as Ace.
Her black adopted daughter was not a guinea pig, right?
Or bunny.
Her black adopted daughter was a guinea pig?
No. She has a black adopted daughter, but I sold them a bunny.
Sold them a bunny.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Or a guinea pig.
Yeah. And they were super nice. And now when they see me at the store I work at now, and like they know I transferred over, and they're like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. How are you doing? Like, oh, I'm okay. My dog just died. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Poor Zeke.
It wasn't Zeke.
Hey.
His dog named like Stumpy or something.
Zeke's immortal.
But like there's so many customers I knew at Ace who shop at the same store I work at now.
Not surprising.
And they always tell me, dude, things just ain't the same since you left. I ran that
shit.
I ran that pets department like a fucking Nazi dictator, dude.
Oh. They couldn't have asked for a better pet person than you.
Shit was in ship shape. It was me and Peyton, like, against the world, dude. And, like, I've had 4 customers come tell me things are not the same since I left.
People said the same thing about me and Hitchcock's, and I'm like, I don't believe you. Chris is there. He's got it.
Yeah.
No. Chris fucking... Oh, man. Honestly, that whole store...
Mm-hmm.
That's just Chris.
Mm-hmm.
That's just Chris, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, store manager? Did you mean Chris?
Yeah.
Sorry,
dude,
Brandy.
The audacity of some customers who walk up to you and go, I've never seen you here before. Are you new?
Fuck you.
Are you new?
I've been here for 6 years, bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, no. And Chris, oh my God, Chris, like, no, I've been here 6 years.
Chris has been there like 10 years.
I was like, no, I've been here 6 years. He goes, oh, well, I've never seen you before. Are you a manager? He goes, yes, ma'am. I've been the grocery manager for about 4 years. I don't think that's true.
Fuck you.
Like, he got into an argument one time with the manager. Like, Chris is very quick to turn from nice to hostile.
Oh, yeah. I love Chris.
And in his
That's something I love about him.
In his exact tone. No, ma'am. I've been the grocery manager for about 4 years. Well, I knew Ken Story, and I don't think so. Well, ma'am, Ken Story is actually the one who promoted me.
Oh, that's really funny because Ken Story was actually my fucking sensei, bro.
And like it was one in a fucking like electric car who like ooh, and she wheeled away, and then came back to the aisle to apologize, and then got into another argument.
Why? Why argue?
Or maybe another argument where we got to a very intense discussion.
Who cares? I've been the manager for about 6 years. I don't believe that. Okay, cool. Like, I'm not saying like Chris, you shouldn't argue. I'm saying like, who's the fuck does this lady think she is? It's just funny.
Customer service is wild, man.
Sabrina sent me a photo.
Oh.
It is sultry.
Whoa. Nice, dude. Nice, dude.
I mean, it's just that.
Hell yeah, dude. Woo!
Have you seen the new Samsung, like, weird emojis?
I kind of like them.
I hate them so much.
Really?
They're so stupid.
I like them.
So, I mean, like, it's, like, cool, but I disabled them immediately because they just got in the way.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't care.
Dude. I fucking love Smart Food popcorn.
It's pretty good.
I'm so happy I bought this, man. Oh my god.
It's very tasty.
Oh my god. Man, how's your last week been? Besides the Uber bullshit at the beginning.
Pretty much all I've had to deal with.
Pretty much.
Been looking forward to doing the live stream and the podcast.
Honestly, dude, it's all I look forward to. Like this is my weekend.
Yeah, same.
This is what I look forward to. Like, obviously I got the weekend with my girlfriend, but like, man, like this fucking pops off, dude.
I have a great time.
Especially
with the live stream, like,
yeah.
I feel like this one went by so fast.
I really did. The movie was a little shorter than it was, but the stream is exactly the same, like, as long as it always been.
I know.
Like 2 hours.
I know. I just want to do a longer one.
Mm-hmm.
They're really fun.
Mm-hmm. Man, you've really been grinding on that Uber game. Like,
I'm making like $80 a day, at least.
That's pretty good. How many days do you drive usually? A week?
4, 5.
4 days?
4 or 5.
So a week, I mean, so you make $8 a day.
Uh-huh.
And you work 4 days a week.
Uh-huh.
That's $360.
That's way more than I've ever made anywhere.
And that's about 100 more than I make a week. Yeah. Almost.
Just Uber. Usually.
How many hours is that usually?
5.
5 hours?
$80 in 5.5 hours.
That
which
actually,
is an extremely short shift.
That actually seems about right, because in about 3 hours, I made $50.
I was working like 4 days a week, 10-hour shifts.
Mm-hmm.
I was making $290 a week.
Fuck that.
That's what I was doing before.
Fuck that.
Mm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Uber's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
At that point.
If I had a nicer car, I'd go back to Uber.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just being really vigilant and making sure that I don't. If it says long trip, decline. Decline. I'm not doing a long trip. Sometimes they pop up so quick though, it's hard to know. Did you even know that was a thing? You drove for Uber, right?
I was usually pretty attentive on how long the trips were. That's how I noticed the 20-minute long one, like I told you about.
It tells you?
Yeah, because how long the trips are. You gotta pay a little bit more. It might have updated. I looked.
Know. I couldn't tell, and it goes so quick. It's like,
remember how I told you?
It pressures you into clicking it.
Remember how I told you when I was telling my mom about a trip, and then it showed me a 2-hour-long trip to an airport? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it tells you how long it is.
A 2-hour long?
Yeah, I told you about it, bro. On the first podcast, I think, or the second one. So that's pretty much it. Just put the Uber stuff.
Yeah,
man.
How about you?
From the last podcast, I've had a fucking week, dude.
Tell me.
God fucking damn it, I've had a week, dude.
Take over.
Well, as you can already tell, Ty.
Me.
I have an injury on my arm.
Yeah.
An injury of which I've avoided telling you the details of until the podcast.
There's more?
Well, much more do you know?
That it was an aerosol can.
Yeah, I mean...
It exploded.
So, okay. Listener. So my family, we burn our cardboard. You know, just get rid of it. We don't burn plastic. We don't burn anything else. We just burn our cardboard to get rid of it. It's just paper.
Barbarians.
Yeah. So we dug a little burn pit outside.
Sure.
Our house. So
I know I'm familiar with the burn pit. I've been over to your house.
Yeah. So
I've met your mom and your sister.
Yeah. So
and your brother.
Yeah.
I met the whole fam.
The whole fam.
I've given them all hugs.
Oh yeah, I love them.
And kisses.
Yeah.
Give Levi a big old smooch.
Yeah. So I'm filling that shit up. And it's a little more full than normal. I mean, it's been backed up for a little bit. So I fill the shit up. I wasn't even going to burn it the day I did this.
Okay.
I walked past, I'm like, you know what? While I got it all here, I told Mom when I'd burn it.
Okay.
So, whatever, like, flick, light the fire. What's so funny with it?
I'm so drunk.
I'll wait for mine to catch up with me. So, I light the fire. And normally when I light a fire, I sit about, a few feet away. Like 4 feet away. I'll sit down, crisscross applesauce, and I'll just watch the fire.
Like you do.
You should make sure it doesn't get too big. It's therapeutic to watch for me. Like, I like watching a fire
sit
burn.
there with a hose and...
Exactly. It's very therapeutic for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching it, and, like, I noticed, like, one thing burned, and a whole bag of, like, letters comes pouring out. The
letters?
ground. Yeah, like, like we read them. We don't need them anymore. We just burn them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the fire is, like, kind of big. I might want to scoop this into a more concealed place. Like, a more, like, combined place. So it's not, like, getting to the dry leaves or on the ground. About a minute after I have this thought, an explosion happens. like it's like a loud, not like a pop, but it's like a bang, but it's muffled.
It's like, blah!
Like,
yeah.
And it's quick. It happens immediately. And it, like, as soon as it happens, I'm shocked. I stand up, I'm like,
yeah,
holy shit.
It's scary.
Like, within, like, 5 feet of me, like a bang happened in the fire. So I stand up and whatever, and I look down at my left arm, and I'm already bleeding.
Right.
Like, my arm, like it's like a chunk of my arm has been taken out.
Real quick, my dad told me, before you told me,
yeah,
he said that it was dripping onto your shoe.
My foot.
Yeah.
My bare foot.
Oh, shit.
As soon as I look at my arm, like, my arm, like, looks like it's been ripped open.
I saw the wound.
Yeah, the wound. And I look down at my foot, I'm already bleeding blood. As soon as the explosion happened,
as opposed to
piss off. I'm bleeding Mountain Dew. I'm bleeding coconut milk.
Yeah.
But it's as soon as this happens, I stand up, I check my neck, I check my face, I check my chest, my stomach, like anything. And I look down at my arm, and I'm already going.
Uh-huh.
I look down at my foot, and it's one of those things where you think about it, like, this isn't happening.
Right.
What's going on? And you think, like, what are the long term? What?
You just hear, like, ringing, and you're, like, checking other
it's
people
like,
for wounds. You're like.
That's what it was
it's
like.
Like Saving Private Ryan.
No, that's what it was.
It was just a can of WD-40.
That's what it was like. I was scared because literally.
I get being scared. Like, I don't want to discredit that.
Yeah.
Totally. But, like.
Yeah, no, trust me. I got funny with it. But literally, a piece of shrapnel flew out.
Yeah.
And sliced my fucking arm open, and then hit me again like the way the metal worked.
I see the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right here.
You're fucked up, bro.
That's where Shelby scratched me.
Well, either way.
And that's where like the other piece
Same
flew
thing.
out.
Shrapnel kitty.
So like immediately I stand up and my brother comes walking out. Like Levi.
He heard it.
He's like, "Hey, I heard the bang. What happened?" And
Oh my
immediately
God.
I'm like, "Give me paper towels now." Like now, like go get me something to wipe this up with. And I'm like holding, I'm like squeezing the top part of my arm to make sure the blood stops.
Poor Levi is probably so
He's
scared.
he's like, okay, and he comes back with a fresh roll.
Got that first responder.
No,
action.
he was ready. Like he comes out with a fresh
Levi.
roll,
Fuck
and
yeah.
like, I can tell he's a little nervous because he's struggling to peel it open.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, okay, cool. So he hands this to me, and immediately I'm wrapping it up in my arm, and he drops it by accident.
Oh.
I'm like, Levi, I need this now.
You're like, Levi,
Wrap it up,
please.
and immediately I'm pressing it to my arm.
He's like, please stay calm, sir.
We were both like the same kind of shaky calm.
Yeah.
But like as soon as the explosion happened, my arm was
but it's not that bad.
my arm was numb. As soon as it happened, my arm's numb, my foot's shaking, the adrenaline's already kicked in.
Adrenaline is crazy.
Like my body has already started like like it's ready for this, bro.
Don't ever.
This is the day we've waited for, boys.
True.
The battle has come. We are here.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
so like I'm holding my arm like
I'm
tight
with you.
with this like paper towel. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. I haven't looked at it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, and
Were you
immediately,
scared to look at it?
yeah, like immediately, like I'm assessing like what's the long term effects from this. So immediately, I'm assessing like the long term damage from this. Like, is my arm hurt? Is this gonna affect me like lately in the future? Like I'm squeezing like blood. I'm like, what changed? What's gonna happen? Is it gonna affect like my daily life? No, like really, it
No, I
scares
get
me.
it. I'm sorry. It's like funny thinking about it now, but
No,
knowing
it's
in
okay,
the
like,
time, yeah, no,
It
I get
scares me because you stand up and an explosion happens and you are very injured.
Yeah.
You think like, oh fuck, oh god, what? Like, am I okay? Am I gonna be fine in the
Yeah.
future? Like immediately when shit happens to me, I think like, am I disabled now?
Yeah. No,
Like-
I get that. I've been in like
and,
a
like,
kind
while-
of a car accident.
And like while I don't look down on disabled people, like it's not like a secret. Nobody wants to be disabled.
Nobody wants to be disabled.
Like nobody wants to like to have their arm blown off, like Ashton Kutcher in The Butterfly Effect.
yeah, no.
Nobody chooses to be like that.
Big ups to those people.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Obviously.
But, like, nobody wants that.
but like I'm
That's
scared.
why big ups
Yeah.
to those people.
But like
for
I'm
sure.
scared, like maybe like muscle damage happened.
Yeah.
Like
Nerve damage, anything.
exactly. So like immediately I'm like flexing my arm, make sure,
Mhm.
and upon like immediate inspection, like it's just like upper like epidermis.
Yeah.
It just peeled my skin back like this. When my brother came back to it, we checked the fire. It was like an aerosol hairspray can.
It was hairspray.
It was hairspray. What it looked like.
Hunter.
That's what we kind of like
I'm
came
just
down
joking.
to. No, that's kind of who we narrowed it down to.
Yeah.
But the bottom had come so clean off.
Or
It
Levi.
was.
He's got long hair too.
He doesn't use hairspray.
Okay.
But it came so
Natural
clean
boy.
off. Like, you know how, like, when you get down to the bottom of a hairspray can, there's, like, a little lip.
Uh-huh.
And there's the bottom of the can.
Uh-huh.
That part came clean off.
Okay.
And, like, the can was flush. It's not like there was a jagged edge, like it got ripped off.
Do you think that the bottom of it was what cut you?
Yes.
Wow.
Extremely. Because I found the can. The can's completely flat at the bottom.
But the bottom had come off.
The bottom's gone. I don't
Do you
know
think
where
that's
it is.
what, like,
Yes.
you think it was the heat that sliced you, kind of?
I think that it was the shrapnel. Because the explosion happened and the metal flew out so fast it ripped my skin.
Because I saw
'Cause
your
it went-
arm, it looked
'cause it
like
went
a burn
cha-ching.
also.
It burned a little bit. Look at my hands. It burned the hair on my left hand. I got hit by the fire too.
Yeah, so you think
It
it probably
was-
went in...
It was partially the explosion that burned me,
Yeah.
and then the shrapnel that cut me.
Wow. Hi, Shell.
So I'm actually extremely lucky I didn't get burned.
Mm-hmm.
I was close enough to get hit with shrapnel, but
Mhm.
far enough not to get burned extremely.
Wow. You got
And-
lucky.
My arm was right here. My heart.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have. It obviously wouldn't have
It
gone
would
to the
have
bone.
cut your chest.
But it would have went into my chest. Some could have gone into my face. It could have cut my
It
eye.
probably would have... Yeah, your eye for sure, but it probably
Yeah.
would have bounced off anywhere else and left
Exactly.
a pretty hefty scar, but like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I'm
really
definitely gonna have
scar.
a wicked like moon shaped scar from this.
Honestly, I love getting hurt anywhere that isn't my face because like it leaves just a badass scar.
But it's like
I'm all for scars.
I come off a foot injury
Yeah,
2 months prior,
yeah.
and then my arm gets injured, and that same fucking night, on my foot right there,
What'd you do?
I was sitting in my office chair.
Uh huh.
I had shifted slightly. The chair, like one side,
dropped the thumbtack. No, I'm sorry.
one side of the chair lifted up.
Mhm.
My foot went underneath it. My left ass cheek comes down, sailing like God's thunder, and I land my office wheel with my full weight into my left foot.
No.
And I crush my left foot under my office wheel.
God.
And I immediately start bleeding.
How?
I am made of paper, dude.
You poor boy.
But it's funny, like, I injure my foot slightly by walking weird.
Right.
I'm out for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
An explosion happens.
You are in the midst
I cut my arm.
An explosion.
Go to work the next day.
Yeah.
I explain it to Chris. Chris is like, dude, your legs, the foundation. The arms, expendable.
I'm with you, Chris. Hey, Chris, if you're listening.
It's true.
I'm with you.
It's
Chris
true.
taught me so much, honestly.
But it's like when I told you and Chris about it in the group chat, Chris immediately is like, dude, go to the hospital. Are you okay?
Oh, come on, Chris. You didn't go to the hospital.
And I'm like, Chris, I know for a fact you got fucking stabbed. It didn't go to the hospital.
Dude, Chris has been stabbed. Chris has flipped his car. Chris has had broken ribs. He does that. Chris, if you're listening to this, fuck you. Only for the hospital shit. Because, like, you wouldn't go to the hospital. If anything, I've learned to not go to the hospital because of you, you hardy motherfucker.
Like, Chris told me at the time he was going, like,
Chris
he was
is so hardy.
Chris is very hardy. Like,
That Chris is made of brass.
Isn't Chris numb in his left arm for some nerve damage or something like that?
Yeah, he told me one time, he's like, punch me. I punched him as hard as I could. He's like, I didn't feel it. And, like, normally I'd be like, okay, cool. But, like, I punched him so hard. And he literally, like, didn't even flinch. He's like, I didn't even feel that. And I believe him. Because he has no reason to lie to me.
Chris is, like, inhuman.
Chris
like,
is so fucking cool.
Chris can also pack away so much alcohol.
Oh, my God. Chris scares me.
Like, Chris was talking about the time he drank, like, I think he, like 2 Mike's Harders. He's like, I still want to drink more.
That's it? He drank 2?
Those can fuck you up.
When I was living with him, he would drink. I don't want to out Chris, but, like, I'd be like, Chris, are you sure? And he'd be like, are you kidding me? And he'd go to bed and he'd wake up and he wouldn't even be hungover. He'd go to bed, he wouldn't be drunk.
No, exactly.
Like, are you okay?
He went back to the gas station for more because you know, like how close his proximity was to the gas station.
Yeah,
it's
he
like,
was very close.
It's legit like a minute away.
Yeah, he wasn't like.
So he's walking in, and this dude with a knife is like, "Hey, give me all your money," or something like that. Chris is like, basically. No, thanks. And the dude goes to stab Chris. Chris, with his martial arts training, literally legit martial arts training.
Yeah, no, 7 years at least of martial arts training in 3 types of martial arts. Confirmed.
Like,
I know this for a fact.
This motherfucker redirects the blade. Since he's drunk, he directs it into his fucking leg.
His thigh.
But in the same motion, snaps the dude's arm. And the guy's like, ah! He's on the ground like, ah! Chris doesn't notice he's been stabbed. Steps over the guy and then like goes and buys more alcohol. And then goes home.
Okay, so Chris might have been a little drunk. The way he told me was that he had already bought it. He was on his way out. The guy tried to cut him. He deflected it into his thigh. And then he punched the guy in the head. He fell to the ground. And then Chris drove home. But then he didn't notice. He was like, he comes home. I was living with him at the time. He comes home. He goes, I think I'm going to kill the guy.
Holy fuck.
I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. No, he pulls me into the bathroom at work.
Oh my God.
And he pulls his pants down. And he, like, hell yeah. But he shows me his thigh where he has been stabbed. And he wasn't kidding. And I was like, you know, he was living with a girlfriend at the time. I'm like, maybe she stabbed him or something crazy.
Yeah.
He wasn't living with her. She was out of the house. I was living in the house. She was out of the house. He shows me the wound. And I'm like, well, I know Chris didn't, like, stab himself. Like, he wouldn't lie about that. He's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He got stabbed. I'm like, Chris, what the fuck? Why are you at work? He's like, yeah. I just wanted to show you so you know.
Yeah, and he told our boss about it. And she's like, Chris, oh my God. He's like, yeah, I don't think I can do any heavy lifting today.
He goes, I might need to take her just, like, a little bit easy today. Chris is so funny. I don't know. Chris is made of, like, steel. I don't. You want to talk about Man of Steel? That's Chris.
I love Chris so much.
I have so much respect for Chris.
I love Chris, but no. I'll be honest. I'm gonna say it right now. If Chris listens to this, Chris may have a hard exterior, but inside he's made of like pudding.
I love that boy. He's so.
Chris is made of pudding on the inside.
Such a nice boy.
Our friend Chris is so good, dude.
Such a loving, caring,
He's such a good
honest.
boy. He really is.
Loving,
he cares.
loyal.
He doesn't like to show that he cares, but he cares.
Even then, I love that guy so much.
He's a good boy.
We gotta get him on the podcast.
This is a Chris love minute where we love about Chris.
Hardcore. We gotta
Oh
get
my
him.
god.
I love him. We gotta go hiking with him. We gotta do an sloshy adventures with Chris.
Yes.
We gotta see some water moccasins, Chris. Dude, the last time me and Sabrina went hiking, Chris was with us, and fucking like there was like, I want to say there were two snakes, but I remember the one. It was a water moccasin, and it was like stretched out across the whole path. Like we had nowhere to go but the path, and this water moccasin, huge, like literally. You guys can't see it. I'm gonna guess probably like at least
like a grapefruit around,
like a whole grapefruit. In terms of
like
like
the diameter of the
circumference.
snake, like how thick this snake is.
Yeah, its circumference was about the size
Like
of a grapefruit.
imagine like a softball in your hands. That's how thick around this bitch is.
And it was like 5 feet long.
That's a thick boy.
That's a fucking huge snake. So like, he goes stop, because he was walking in front. He goes stop. Me and Sabrina stop. He goes water moccasin, and we look, and it's fucking huge. I was like, oh my god, that's a huge fucking snake.
Wow.
And he was like, yeah, hold on. Let's throw some shit at it and get it to move. So we start chucking shit at this snake, and it doesn't want to move. It's like, no, fuck you. This is my spot. It's sunning. And I'm like, and you know, I'm not like trying to kill the snake. I love snakes. I love nature. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want it to move so we can continue on.
Yeah.
And it didn't want to. But eventually it skittered off about like, probably like 2 feet away. And he's like, all right, we're probably good to go. He walks, and I'm like, well, I'm not about to stop. So I just follow right behind him. Sabrina's behind me. She's probably like kind of high. And he's just fucking on his shit, dude. And like, I'm like, I just felt so safe. It was like being with like, I don't even know. Because like his dad was an army ranger and he raised Chris. So it was like being with an army ranger, like in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like, I don't know if this is true, but I might as well. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do but trust you right now.
Exactly.
So I did. And it was great. And this snake was only like 10 feet from us, but it didn't fuck with us. It was like, it knew Chris was there, and it was like, all right.
Fuck
maybe,
yeah.
Maybe I'm looking into it too much, but holy shit, it was so cool.
Dude, I think...
This was in Rice Creek in Palatka, by the way.
Fuck yeah, dude. That story, I think this alcohol started to kick up and like catch up with me finally.
Thanks for listening thus far. But right now it's time for the
Lemon Lime Question Time! So Lemon Lime Question Time is a new new bit we've introduced where we take some questions from our audience.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try to sober up a little bit by drinking a little bit of water. I've got some questions that my friends, my beautiful, beautiful friends have sent me. All right, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. So this one comes from my very, 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 very good friend Josie. I love her. She's a wonderful person.
I love Josie. Josie's
real
good.
Quick, shout out to Josie. She's been there for me through everything. She knows.
Shout out to Josie!
Josie, I love you. All right. So I'm going to read from a list of things that she sent me because she was very, very kind and she sent me a whole list of questions.
You don't have to specify it as a list.
Well, I don't have to not specify.
Oh.
All right, so I wanted you to know because I'm telling you. You got it. I don't care. But it's from a list. So I'm reading random ones. Okay, so Josie asks, what's the most useless talent that you have?
Okay, I'll start.
Yeah, and then I'll start the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those useless talent?
Yeah.
So are we gonna differentiate like between a talent and a skill? So what do you think constitutes like a talent and a skill?
Skill is something you've learned. Talent is something you were born with.
That's hard though. So I don't really have a lot of talents.
Something you like maybe you didn't know you were good at until you did it.
I have to say hand boating then. Because that just came so naturally to me. Mm-hmm. I put the shit on my lap and put the shit in my hands and like clippity clappity pippity pop.
Yeah.
It's just hand boating. I mean, I've always just like been good at it and like I did it with every chance I possibly could for school. So yeah, it's hand boating, bro.
All right. For me, it's probably the cultivation of mushrooms.
I had no idea I was going to be so good at it. By the way, guys, for the people listening on the podcast, I only grow legal mushrooms. But I love it so much. I do it from spores. I grow them in jars. I do the PF tech for those people who might know a little bit about mycology and the growing of mushrooms. But I love it. I'm really good at it. So far, it's been really good. So that's my most useless talent. It's useful to me, but useless overall. And video games. I'm really good at Halo.
Okay.
You just can't dry it and eat it. Okay. What's your question, bitch? What's your question?
So my question comes from my lovely girlfriend, Becky.
Hey, Becky. Wink.
Hey, Becky.
No, that was mine. Hey, Becky. Wink.
Okay. Hey, Tato Chip. So, Becky asks, favorite animal and why?
You want me to go first?
Sure.
Favorite animal and why?
Tell me.
My favorite, super domesticated animal, one that's super easy to get, cats. I used to be a dog person, but now I love cats, and it's because all of their personalities are so, varied, and every cat has their own little personality, and it's really cool. I love cats, but my most favorite animal, that's a really hard one to come up with off the cuff, but, excuse me.
You son of a bitch, just tell me. I'm on the edge of my seat here.
I know, I'm trying, I'm thinking. It's really hard because I want to say one definitively, but I love so many different weird kinds of animals. But the one that I'm thinking of the most right now is a flying fox, which is a type of bat. I think they're native to South America. They're freaking huge bats, and they just dominate. They're just these huge, big old giant bats.
Aren't they 4 feet tall?
No, they're not that big, but they're tall. They're a foot tall.
Okay.
Their wingspan might be 4 feet. Yeah, but they're big old boys.
They're cute. They're cute little puppies. I love them.
They're so cute. I love them. They eat fruit and they're just just eat it up. What about you?
I think you might know.
Tiger.
It's tigers, bro.
Hey,
I don't know when it started, but fucking tigers, dude. Any kind of tiger, fucking Burmese, Bengal, any kind of tiger, bro.
They're just big old kitties.
It's just I love these big old stinky kitties. Bro, when I learned the tiger population in India, dropped, when
they're native.
Listen, a lot of them from India.
Huh.
But when I learned when tigers were no longer considered endangered, I cried.
When they were no longer
when they were no longer considered endangered, I cried.
Did they go down or up?
Up.
Oh, good.
I cried, bro. I was so happy.
That's good.
My ex, for Christmas one year, had adopted a tiger for $50.
That.
And got me the plush that signified that they did that, and that was one of the most best moments of my life because I'm so happy that this tiger is safe and okay, and I don't know what it is, man. They're just such majestic, beautiful big cats.
Yeah, I love them.
If I ever had the chance to touch one, I'd probably cream my pants and then die. I love tigers so much, dude.
We gotta set that up, dude. We gotta do that.
I would love that.
That's gotta be one of our sloshy adventures.
Can we just go to the zoo for a sloshy adventure? I went to the Jackson.
That.
Becky took me to the Jacksonville Zoo for my birthday.
I was gonna suggest that.
I was so happy when she did that. I drove.
I've never been to the Jack Zoo.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, you know Chris?
Yeah.
When I told him I went to the zoo, you know what he asked me?
Yeah.
Oh, did you dress the same colors as the zookeeper so the animals would trust you better?
That's such a weird question.
To which I responded, what the fuck does that mean, Chris?
Chris, what the fuck?
He was oh, well, I looked up with different zoos what kind of colors the animal, what kind of colors the zoo,
you psycho.
The zookeepers wore so the animals would trust me more.
Stop, I'm gonna hyperventilate.
Who the fuck thinks to do that?
No, honestly, I've never heard that. That's crazy, but I love it. That's a great, I love the energy.
Quick tangent. When the injury happened on my arm, I told people I bandaged it up. At least 3 to 4 people asked me, "Oh, dude, you shave your arm to make sure the bandage was stick to it?"
No.
Of
course I didn't.
I'm like, no, you idiot. Why would I think of that? I wanted to make it stop bleeding. When Chris asked me that, he's like, "Oh, did you shave your arm to make sure it would hurt when you ripped it off?" I'm like, no. He goes, "Oh, I guess I dressed too many wounds." I'm like, "You're a psychopath."
I love him.
And like even my sister asked me, but she was like a scene, hey, did you shave your arm? I'm like, that was my last thought. Like, oh, let me get a razor and shave her on my arm and make sure like there's no hair there. I'm like, no, I want to make sure it would stop bleeding on me.
You know, real quick, do you know what the hardest thing about having a podcast is?
What's that?
Is like saving things for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just talk like on our own.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I'll be like, oh man, this is really good podcast material. Maybe we should save it. But like, that's just how
to you.
That's just how conversations happen.
Legit, when the explosion happened to me, I felt like kind of weird. But as soon as it happened, everything was settling over. I'm sitting in my chair. I'm thinking, dude, this will make great podcast material.
Yeah, right?
Even your dad came up to me the next day when I'm shopping. Literally, as I'm on the ground kneeling, shopping for more gauze.
Where were you?
In the store.
Walgreens or what?
The store. Like, Hitchcock's.
Oh, Hitchcock's. Okay.
I'm kneeling,
Sorry,
just looking at like dollar bandages, just real quick, because I don't want to just drive the Walgreens.
That my dad was in there. He never goes in there.
I'm kneeling down, shopping for more bandages, and your dad, like, first, like, he sees me real quick, and as soon as I see him, he's like hiding. He's like, oh.
Of course.
He played like a little game with me, like
my
we're
dad's such a dork.
and like pretended not to see me.
Of course.
So I was like, oh, and like I hid too. So he comes walking up, and he's like, hey. I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, what happened to your arm? I'm like, an explosion. There was an aerosol can in my fire pit. He goes, oh, I guess I'm not the only one who does dumb shit. And I'm like, this wasn't on purpose. He's like, oh no.
Oh no.
He's like, yeah, we used to throw fucking.
He told me he said that. He goes, oh no.
And he used to throw, I guess he's like, yeah, I used to throw live ammunition into the fire and hide.
He told me.
And I'm like, yeah, no, I didn't do that.
Him
I
and-
was just trying to burn some leftover cardboard, bro.
Him and those Stark boys.
And I was like, yeah. And your dad was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. Like at the end, he was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. It's just.
That's so funny. Jesus. Okay, so we should probably move on to some more not Augustin Eddie podcast preguntas. Okay, so Josie also asks, what video game world would you live in? It's a tough one, right? It's a toughie because there's a lot of video game worlds.
That is pretty tough. Because a lot of video game worlds are so fucked.
Yeah, inherently that's the point.
Like
and
the whole
it's your job as a protagonist to like make them better.
Like the whole premise of a video game is like there's something going on.
Right.
So if I had to pick a video game world to live in, I mean honestly, I'll pick Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know the premise of Monster Hunter at all, but everyone seems like to think like everyone seems like they've got their shit together in Monster Hunter. Either you just live not where monsters are, or you're hunting monsters.
All right, fair
and
enough.
if you are hunting monsters, there's no notable deaths, at least so far from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
You're just hunting monsters, collecting parts, making more swords and weapons.
Making more swords and weapons.
You're just picking parts and making weapons and armor.
Listen to your guy.
So that's it. I mean, I pick Monster Hunter. What do you pick, man?
Ooh, you picked Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World, or is it all the same?
It's all pretty much the same.
All right. See, it's tough for me because I've only seen a little bit of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I love that world, but also I fucking love the Elder Scrolls. But that to me, it's hard. It's hard because technically the Tolkien fantasy universe is a video game universe because of, you know, the Shadow of Mordor or whatever and those games. And I want to say those ones, but I'm so much more familiar with like the Elder Scrolls world. And it's like, I love like the way Bethesda builds worlds in that game or in that sense. And I know that technically like they didn't build the world of Fallout, but like between Fallout and Elder Scrolls, I think I would rather go with like Elder Scrolls because Fallout's more it's more post-apocalyptic-y, and I feel like Fallout because of like excuse me, I'm so sorry, I keep burping. I'm drinking a LaCroix. Very bubbly. The Elder Scrolls is like it's more fantasy driven, but also I love the Need for Speed world where I know this is like these are two completely different. Can you real quick? I just said I'm sorry, but I'm talking about the difference between the Elder Scrolls and Need for Speed. Real quick. Okay, this is a really tough question to me. I play a lot of video games, like a ton of like mainstream titles, especially. So, it's a tie. I gotta say it's a tie between Need for Speed Underground 2
Oh my god, yeah!
and the Elder Scrolls universe. And I'm sorry if you're not familiar with either of those, but it's a tie. It's a tie between those two because holy fuck, Need for Speed Underground 2 was
That
so
game
good.
Fucking slap, dude.
Kicks ass.
That's the game you had Nia. Oh my god.
Dude, Riders on the Storm would play and it's like, what's happening?
Riders on the Storm.
I'm like on a GameCube. What? I'm sorry,
God.
Riders on the Storm. I don't know who the doors are because I'm 7, but holy shit, I'm creaming my little 7-year-old pants, bro.
Oh my. Hell yeah.
That game kicks ass. But also every Elder Scrolls game after Morrowind and up kicks ass.
Yeah.
Also.
Holy
so like
shit.
I gotta talk some good about the Elder Scrolls universe. Great world building, amazing storytelling. I love that universe, but I almost want to just give this one a Need for Speed because I love the idea of just like driving cars fast and hot ladies.
Hot ladies.
Ugh. And good music.
That's true. Fuck yeah.
Riders on the Storm.
Dude, I had fucking Need for Speed Underground. No.
I have a GameCube, dude.
No, I had Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2, but also Need for Speed Most Wanted.
That's such a good game.
Need for
That's
Speed
on like the
Most Wanted
360, right? Or
is-
the PS3?
PS2
Oh,
is when you start adding neon to your car.
Well, you could do that.
You
Need for
got
Speed
more shit
Underground
to your
1.
car. What I mean, like you could add like more
You
like
could get
badass
more
shit.
customized, yeah.
Yeah, that was the best part. I mean, honestly, like
Yeah.
all you do is race.
The
Like
whole game. Yeah, and then Rob Zombie's playing in the background like dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and burn through the ditches and through the switches and in the back of my Dragula. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the third question.
Oh, you're right. The question's all right. Let's hit me with it, buddy.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm drunk.
This is a bit of a long one.
Tell me. Lay it on me.
All right. If you had to pierce one of the following, which would you choose?
I don't like this already.
Nipples,
Oh.
eyebrows, belly button, genitals. If you already have one of those, you can't pick that one.
Fair enough. I have no piercings.
All right. You pick first then.
All right.
It's nipples, eyebrows, belly button, genitals.
I'm going to go with... Okay. And I wish this wasn't so easy for me to pick, but my wife is so about piercings that, like, it's hard for me to not be in this. But if I had to choose between any of those, I would pick belly button because I have a really good tummy.
Okay. So
And that's my pick. I don't want anything on my face. I don't want anything on my... Was it ears? Or was it nipples, belly button,
nipples, and belly
eyebrow,
button.
and genitals? Yeah. So I don't want anything on my eyebrow, nose.
you can pick those if you want. But
Nipples. Okay. Nipples sounds painful. Eyebrow. I don't want anything on my face. Genitals. Fuck you. Belly button. Nobody's gonna see it unless I want them to. And plus, like, if I got some dangly jewelry on there, you better believe it, pal. Cause I'm gonna wet some. I'm gonna wet some panties, bro. Go ahead. I just ate that off your shirt. I ate a piece of popcorn off of Zeke's shirt. Go ahead.
Amen. So if I had to pick, legitimately, first thought, nipples.
Nice. I can see you as a nipple guy.
I wanted to pierce my nipples for the longest time
Really?
because I'm a horny freak.
All right.
But I kind of I want to lose weight before that happens.
Well, that's the good thing about nipples, though, is that it's not like musculature related.
It's not, but I have titties now.
Fair.
So when it sticks out through my my work shirt, you can see my titties poking out.
Oh.
So you can see the fucking a bar nipple piercing through my tits. Yeah, we'll wait a bit for that one. I mean, obviously, I'd probably take it out before work, but
Yeah.
in
Can
the
I
off.
ask you a personal question?
What's up?
Are you working on losing weight or how are you
Yeah.
feeling about things?
I mean, what it comes down to is I know why I've gained weight,
Mm-hmm.
and I know why I'm continuing to gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of makes it easier to stop gaining weight.
Mhm.
It's just my portion sizes. I eat too much. And it's because I've gotten horribly, horribly depressed.
Fair enough.
And before, when I get depressed, I wouldn't eat.
Right.
But now when I get depressed, I like to eat.
Opposite direction.
Very opposite now.
I've been there.
Like my mood's changed. And I mean, so I'm trying to work on it. And like it's been very noticeable how much weight I've gained. I'm sure you know. You haven't seen me in a long time.
I noticed you since
chunky
before
boy.
we started recording the podcast, before like some things happened. Like I noticed you were a little bit thinner.
Yeah,
like you haven't gained like a ton. I'm not over here like,
Not
oh my god, like is he okay? But
not
I'm
a
like,
shit ton of weight. Not enough to be like health conscious. But
Yeah.
like
I've noticed.
I've gotten pretty chunky.
I've known you for like what, almost a decade?
Almost a decade, 9 years.
Yeah.
But so you know when I've gotten chunky.
Yeah.
So
I'm not. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I mean,
like I want you to be happy and healthy, but
Yeah.
like I've noticed.
I've gotten chunky for a bit, and I'm kind of ready to stop being chunky. So
Fair enough.
I'm working on it.
Hey man, Mac did it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
always
all I gotta do is hire a professional trainer, and I'm good.
I'll be your pro trainer, bro. Start coming over 2 days a week instead of 1. Like I work out. Come on. I just don't have any money for food.
Dude, straight up. Okay, this isn't like related to Ty's current financial situation, but the first sentence, almost every time when we were teenagers, when Ty come over to my house,
Where the
"Can you
food
please-" It's where the food at.
that was my catchphrase.
That was Ty's go-to sentence. He's like, "Yo, hey, what's up? Where the food at?" And he like raided my fridge, and it was okay.
I was so hungry all the time when
My
I was a
family
teenager.
didn't care, and that
No,
was like
they
the
really
best
didn't.
part. I'd be like, "Where the food at?" I'd be like, "Over there."
I'd be like, I'll take whatever you got.
You'd be like,
plus some
"Thanks."
Ovaltine.
He's like, "Yo, y'all got grapefruit juice?" Pour that shit up in a glass.
Hell yeah, and then we go play Smash for 6 hours.
We didn't even play Smash then. We
What
just
did
play
we
like
play?
Call of Duty or
Call of
something.
Duty.
Or we just
That's
make a
right.
or we just make a video.
I forgot about the fact that you used to live in the other house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good times. Good times.
Yeah, man. Those are the best times of our lives.
By the way, if you want to see any of the old shit me and Zeke used to make,
God.
I know, look up Gempoo TV. That's JEMPU TV on YouTube. You'll find it. Oh, JEMPU TV on YouTube.
All right. So I think it's your
But
question.
just be kind and be respectful. Also, it's almost midnight, so happy birthday to me almost.
Almost there. Yeah. Your question, baby.
All right. Hey Josie, if you're listening, I'm sorry I'm not including the more serious of the questions, but I'm trying to keep it light. I'm sorry guys, I keep hiccuping. Okay, so Josie asks, what's the worst smelling place you've been?
The worst smelling place I've ever been?
The worst smelling place.
Oh, that's a good question.
Don't be afraid to think outside of the box on this one.
The worst smelling place I've been.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't want to out our friend, so I'm not going to say
Oh, I already know what you're gonna say.
Our friend's house, who had a lot of cats,
Oh my god.
and whose cats almost had very much free reign of the house
Oh, way more than free reign.
to go doo-doo
That was
caca,
a cat house.
to go doo-doo caca pee-pee on the floor, the
Everywhere.
hardwood floors, and would do so much so that if you stayed there and left the next day, you would smell like cat litter and cat shit.
Why do you think I never stayed the night?
I know why you never stayed the night.
I felt so bad, but I couldn't.
You never stayed the night in my own house without the smell anyways.
Alright.
But yeah, that's
Fuck
the
me,
worst.
I guess.
That's the worst smell I've ever been in. You?
Alright. The worst smelling place I've ever been. This one's gonna get a little more serious, guys. The worst smelling place I've ever been was the hospital. It was North Florida Regional. When I went to visit my grandfather in the hospital when he was dying of emphysema. It wasn't like a horrible smell. It was just like the smell of like a lot of really sick people. And so like other smells were more easy to deal with. It was easier to pinpoint the smell, and I was older at the time when this was all going on. I was probably like 13, 14. And so it was really hard for me to like, I don't know, it was like it's ingrained in you.
to know the smell of death and pestilence. And that's what I smelled when I went to visit my grandfather in the hospital. Sorry to get serious, but there you go. That's my answer.
That's true. It'd be like that.
Yeah. But also like a porta potty at the Swamp Cabbage Festival in LaBelle.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Fucking
and like
porta
a
potties,
year ago.
dude.
Fuck porta potties, dog.
Okay. So, another one. This is a fun one.
Mm-hmm. Thank God.
If you spontaneously grew a tail, would you prefer it to be short or manageable, or hideable or long and difficult to hide but dexterous? Basically, an additional appendage. Fluffiness factor is irrelevant to dexterity of tail.
Perfect. Okay, so my answer to this one is... Okay, so real quick. Do I need to be ashamed of the tail?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, great. First of all, if I had like a really long prehensile tail, I would not be ashamed. Like a big old monkey tail. You ever seen a splice? Like that kind of tail? Like that girl had in the movie? Booyah. Give it to me. She was hot, bro. Like straight up. And I'd take that tail. I would take like a long, thin monkey tail. Shout out to my homeboys. I'm talking about bonobos whenever they obtain consciousness. Talking to my chimpanzees because I know they're right there.
Chimpanzees?
Yeah. Bonobos also. Bonobos more than chimpanzees.
Chimps don't have tails.
No, but they're like right up there because they're my homeboys. Neither do bonobos.
I was about to say, like, I think those don't have tails.
No, those are the great apes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about great apes.
I was
They're
scared for a
apes.
second.
No.
I was like, Bo, I'm about to school your ass.
Orangutans, they don't have tails either.
Oh my god, I was about to flip shit on you. I was about to go ape shit on you.
If we're gonna talk about animals with tails, shout out to my my lemurs.
Okay.
Shout out to my spider monkeys.
Yeah. Shout out to my macaques.
My macaques, yeah. What, do they have tails?
Uh-huh.
Shout out to my macaques. I never call them macaques because that sounds gay. No, I'm just joking. I love gay. So, because cocks is a penis.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the I'm sorry, I'm so lost. What was the question again? Tail.
My
I would take a really long, thin, not fluffy prehensile tail because it's basically another arm. Zeke, go.
Okay. So, I would actually take a short and manageable fluffy tail.
Really?
Like a dog tail.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
One, my pre-furry days.
Are you a furry?
I used to be.
What?
Yeah.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah. A little bit. I was a furry for a little bit.
Right.
I just like the idea of having like a short, like
judging.
I like the idea of having like a short little dog tail. Like I'm happy, wag, 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 wag. I'm scared, tuck. I'm a little happy, like.
I mean, I'm here for it. I just don't
like,
understand
nothing to like help me
personally.
balance or like grab shit. Just a tail, you know.
I want my tail to be useful.
I don't like a 3 foot long skin tail.
I want like a 6 foot long skinny tail.
I hate that. It's just skin. I hate that. I hate that
it's
so
like
much.
it's got fur on it. I'm a mammal, for fuck's sake. Hey, sorry guys. I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a monkey. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay. Well,
hey boys, quit that whipping. Yeah.
but
But it's my tail.
Do you want like a Super Saiyan tail? Like a Saiyan
Yeah, I take a Saiyan
like
tail.
a Goku?
Yeah, like a Goku. Like
Well,
a Goku
you got
tail.
like cut off and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I take that.
It's manageable.
But I can hang from a tree with it.
I thought you were talking like a 6 foot long rat tail.
No, I don't want a rat tail. That's like a possum tail. I don't need that. No, that's different.
No donka.
I want it to like wrap around,
Okay. Okay.
but not like a possum because
All right,
they
fair
have
enough,
like rat
fair enough.
tails.
Fair enough. What you got?
Question wise?
Yeah.
All right, let me hit you up with another question real quick.
I'm so drunk.
Yeah, I'm pretty drunk.
Holy
too.
shit. I'm not drunk where I'm like shit faced. Well, I'm drunk where I'm like, holy shit, I'm drunk. But I'm also drunk where like I want more.
I feel that.
You feel that, man?
Yeah, I feel like I could stay up for like another 2 hours, but I'm like, why would I?
Do you want like one shot? Do you feel like you could do one shot?
No. I'm
Really?
Drunk.
You're not that kind of drunk?
No.
Cause I could take one more shot right now.
I believe you, but
I think I might do it.
I mean, go ahead.
What? Fuck it.
Okay, so I only have one question for my other friend, and I didn't realize, and it took me a while to find it. I know. Let me know when you're ready. Zeke's taking another shot, everybody. This is happening live on the podcast. I'm gonna narrate everything that he does. He just placed the shot glass in front of him. Zeke, you better pour me a shot also. He's pouring it into a shot. He dropped the cap. I know, I changed my mind. He dropped the cap on the floor and he's pulling up the... Just pour that one, baby. You just do one right after the other, boy. It's antiseptic. It'll take all the bacteria right off. That's 80 proof, boy. That's about, what is that? It's like isopropyl alcohol. Basically, you take yours first. You pour me one, boy. You take it to, we're drinking to skeletons. We're drinking to our girlfriends and our wives. May they never meet. Hell yeah, baby. So he's taking a shot. He's pouring it down and he's about to drink it right now. And he's not drinking it because he's handing it to me because I just told him to pour one for me. And he's handing it to me and I'm taking a shot right now. And 1, 2, 3, and... That's it, baby. That's all it takes. Vodka super easy to drink because all it is alcohol. Super, super, super easy to drink. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Da 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 da. Zeke's pressing himself up against the wall. Meanwhile, I'm about to throw up. Here we go, baby. It's all ready. Put the shot glass on the stool. Zeke's placing it back over the thing. He's putting the cap back on the vodka, and we are ready to get back to doing the live stream. God, holy Jesus! I think I have alcohol poisoning. Zeke, sit back down so we can do this. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling great. Oh boy, I'm out of LaCroix. Oh boy, I'm out of LaCroix. Hell yeah, baby. There's more in the fridge. I'll send it over here. It's okay. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's so easy to drink for me because it doesn't taste like shit. All right, hey, are you ready to get back to the podcast, baby boy?
What's up, fellas?
All right, I got one more question for you, buddy. Here you go. You ready?
Hit me.
What movie could you watch on repeat forever?
Nacho Libre. Next question.
Probably like the Rugrats movie. So
the first one?
The one where like he gets a new baby brother or whatever.
And then like the girl's like
there's
blah,
monkeys
blah, blah.
and shit. Yeah.
And the girl's like blah blah blah, and the little boy baby pulls up his diaper. Is like, consider yourself lucky.
I don't know
he
about
got
that.
Circumcised.
That sounds right, but I don't remember specifically. I just remember, okay, so I watched the movie, the most recent time I watched the movie was with Cassie.
That was probably forever ago.
She was at me and Chris's house.
Forever ago.
Yes, Britta's in Fort Myers, Cassie came over, we watched the Rugrats movie. It was so fucking funny. I don't remember exactly what happened, I just remember he got a new baby brother, and there were monkeys who adopted the baby brother. That's a movie I could watch on repeat forever.
I haven't seen a Rugrats movie since I was a kid. Right now,
good movie.
They have Dill.
That's the baby brother.
The baby's there. Dill Pickle.
Yeah, Dill Pickle. Dill Pickles.
Tommy and the kids are like, nah, the baby. But they test out Stu's new invention, like the Reptar, like rocket mobile, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whatever.
And they rocket out into the wilderness, and they're effectively missing.
Yeah.
So they're like, we babies have to get back to society. And shit like that. And then Tommy's got to face the fact that he's got a new little brother.
I'm tired of responsibilities.
And like, this is the part that makes me cry.
Every time.
When he's like,
I don't want a baby brother anymore.
Like, I don't want this. And like, Dill's crying because he's literally a newborn baby.
Yeah.
He's like, wah! And Tommy's like, I'm fed up with this shit, bro. I don't want this shit no more.
Yeah.
And Dill literally cannot understand why this is happening to him.
Probably about 15 minutes old.
And Tommy's basically like, yo, I'm gonna leave you here, bro. The monkeys can have you.
I hope the monkeys tear you to bits.
Yeah.
That was Tommy.
And like, before I wouldn't cry about that, but now that I've actually got a little brother and shit we've gone through, like, think about that shit now. Like, if I had done that as a kid, I'd be like, no. So if I watch it now, I cry my eyes out.
I do not have a brother. I have a baby brother. I have brothers. They're both older than me. I am the babiest of the brothers. Shit makes me cry anyways. I might have to take a break because I feel.
Chris sent me a TikTok 2 minutes ago.
I feel like I'm going to shit my brains out.
Do you want to watch it?
I feel like I'm going to shit my brains out.
Alright, you want to watch this and go shit your brains out?
Yeah, hurry up. Yeah, it's funny.
Good shit. Quick, go. I'll record the podcast by myself. Hey, everybody. Ty wanted to go poop and possibly pee. So it's just a drunk Zeke on the podcast now. And I hope you've been enjoying what content we've been putting out so far. Hey everybody. Hi. So it's the day after. So we all right, let's be frank. We got way more drunk than we thought we were going to. Present company very much included. Ty, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I went pretty much shot for shot with you until almost the very end, wherein you requested I give you about twice as much as I gave myself. And at the time, I had all in all, total, I think I took 8 shots of 80 proof vodka.
Yeah, I had about 12 maybe.
7 shots. I had 7 shots of 80 proof and then 1 shot of 99 proof.
Oh, that's right. You pre-gamed
a little bit
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I woke up.
We didn't feel very comfortable. Well, not comfortable. We didn't feel very confident about the end of the podcast last night. We don't even remember.
I don't remember starting to record. I was so drunk.
Yeah, and
I wasn't coherent during either.
I wanted to come in and just kind of give like a better wrap up to that. We filmed a bunch of content today.
It'll be out soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be out soon, and I figured this is probably the more professional option to like come in the morning after and just kind of like sweep up.
Yeah, and hey, CW vomiting this morning. I woke up. I was so sick. I sat and like just waiting to throw up for probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It was probably around 2 hours, just miserable trying to throw up. Eventually I did, and then I felt much better, but I have still felt really terrible all day because I probably didn't drink enough water.
Bro, I'll tell you, vomiting vodka is one of the worst things ever.
I didn't mind it as much as when I vomited tequila.
Tequila's the worst. I will admit tequila's the worst, but vodka when it comes out to me is so bitter.
It was really bitter.
It's very bitter and like it's very bad tasting, obviously because it's just alcohol. But it's so bitter and it sits in the back of your throat. I remember one time, it was the night before I got super drunk off vodka, and the next day I was in a D&D session, and just before the session started, I was, hey guys, hold on 1 minute, and this is when I was kind of doing stuff from the shed at the time. There was a bucket nearby that had stuff in it. I quickly overturned the bucket, and it just fucking went right into the bucket. Like I muted my mic, turned, it just. Right into the bucket.
Ripped it out.
I just ripped it right out, dude. And I was like, ugh. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just let that sit there for a second. And I'm like, hey guys, I'll be right back. So I dumped it outside.
Gross.
And just resumed what I was doing.
Yeah, no, I've only puked. I want to say this is the 3rd time. It might only be the 2nd time I've ever puked with alcohol.
I puke so much.
And dude. I've only ever puked the day after. I've never puked during.
Ooh, that's where we differ.
Yeah?
That's where we differ. There's one prominent time during, it was Sean's 21st birthday party. And he was over at Nick's place, the place I was living at currently, and Becky was there. That's where everybody met Becky. And we're all drinking, and I'm sitting there, and I'm feeling it well up in my stomach. I'm still like I'm still like a nice drunk at this point.
Right.
I look at Becky, I'm like, hey, Becky, I'm about to puke. Like, I'm sure about to puke. She goes, you know what? Me too. I feel like I'm about to puke too. So like, you want to go puke outside? I'm like, yeah, let's puke outside. So we just walk out, close the door. She makes it to the bottom of the steps on the deck. I make it to the railing. We're both like, ugh! Like we're both like just vomiting.
Oh my god!
And in between, it's like, ugh! And Becky's like, I love you. I'm like, ugh, I love you too. And we came back to it later outside. I'm like, that's where I puked. And she goes, how do you know? I'm like, those are the mandarin oranges I ate a couple hours before.
Jesus.
I see him plain as day. I'm like, oh, look, it's like corn.
I think I didn't puke up anything discernible this morning.
No, we didn't really eat last night. Besides
I ate
popcorn.
a lot of, like, junk. Yeah. That's another thing. I didn't eat anything substantial.
You ate hummus and pretzels. That's right.
Yeah. Nothing substantial, which is another bad idea when you're drinking.
Yeah, I mean, it helps like to line your stomach with like bread or something.
I should have eaten before.
Yeah.
And I should have probably eaten after, and I should have drank way more water, so I got sick.
Like I told you, man, I carbo loaded before I came over.
I'm usually way better about it. This time it was really bad.
Yeah. It's funny when you mentioned you woke up so hungover, because when you woke me up, I was like, what's going on? You're like, hey, I puked a bunch. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was laying there, because Ty usually comes and wakes me up in the morning. I'm like, it's like 8 through 10 o'clock. You'll usually have me up by then, because I sleep in. And I'm laying there on the couch. I'm like, it's getting a little, it feels like it's getting pretty late. But that's probably just my perception of time. I mean, I probably know what's going on. I'm rolling around. And Ty finally comes and wakes me up and check the time. It's like 11 o'clock. And I'm like, Ty's never.
It was like
up.
11:40.
Like, Ty never gets me this late. It was crazy. That's probably where most of the day went.
Yeah.
And yeah. Did you say fall asleep on the floor?
Yeah. So so when we were done with the podcast, I went to I wasn't blackout drunk. I do remember most of what happened. But I went to my bedroom, and I think right before I went to sleep, I came back out here, and Zeke had passed out on the floor right in front of the couch, and he was like, I think you were face down.
That sounds about right.
You were face down because you had just kind of like, I think you were laying down there and you were being funny before I left, but then you just fell asleep. Or you passed out.
Sounds about right.
And I was like, hey, Zeke, did you mean to fall asleep on the floor? And you were like, no. And I was like, do you want to get on the couch? You're like, yeah. So you got on the couch. It was really funny.
What did I say to you?
You were like, thanks, Mom. But you were like being funny, I think.
Yeah, I was probably like, thanks, Mom.
Or you thought I was your mom.
In which case.
I'm not your mom, bro.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Probably.
But yeah, I'm not sure if we mentioned, like, the live stream went pretty well again. Despite, like, some hiccups with the frame rate issues. Still don't know why that happened. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it happened a little bit with Wild Wild West.
Mm-hmm.
Completely fine for Predator. And then this happened.
Super weird.
Yeah. The next week, we're going to be watching The Evil Dead. Great movie.
Sam Raimi.
Bruce Canby. Go Bruce Canby.
Bruce Canby, Sam Raimi.
Bruce Canby, Sam Raimi, baby. So, yeah. I'm not sure how much we plugged when we tried to do the ending last night.
I think we plugged too much.
So, there's supposed to be sketches today. It's we'll see.
They're probably not going to be today. They might be like tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or the next day.
Yeah. Follow us on our Twitter at the SLOSH CAST. It was Cast Slosh, but that was starting to get really confusing, and we want some brand consistency, so I went ahead and changed everything, made it the same. Follow us on Twitter at the SLOSH CAST. Subscribe to our YouTube. You can just search the SLOSH CAST. Follow us on Facebook. We post updates there. And yeah, if you want to follow us individually, I am at Zeekies, Ziekiez.
And my Twitter is at Thinking Crooked, and that's also my Instagram. And my Facebook is just my name, but I probably won't add you as a friend if I don't know you.
Both the platforms I want my username are taken. On Twitter, it's some asshole who got suspended, and Twitter didn't do what they said they were going to and got rid of him. And on Instagram, it's some Asian woman with my name, and she's pretty active, and I'm really pissed about it. I'm going to message her and be like, I will buy this off of you. This is no object to me. Give me my name. I want it. Mine. I
feel you.
So, yep. Living life the best we can. It's also Ty's birthday. Happy birthday, Ty, on the podcast.
Thanks. I'm 23 now.
Can't fucking stand you, dude.
I know. Don't worry. Just give it a year.
Oh, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. But
as of now, in this moment, as the day you turn 23, I just don't like you.
Yeah, nobody does. Nobody likes you when you're 23.
That's the joke, dude. It's the funniest joke I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's so freaking funny, man.
So thank you for listening to the Slosh Cast. We're getting better at it.
Well,
we'll get there.
We're definitely getting better. This one was just like really bad.
We really
we were so drunk, and I'm so sorry.
This kind of happens. I think we should.
We need to limit ourselves.
Yeah. Again, that's where we're gonna get better at.
I know my limits.
Yeah, we'll know our limits. Like that's kind of what happens when we do drinking oriented stuff.
I also need to drink more throughout the week so I can develop a tolerance.
You really tried to come at me, man. You tried to come for my brand.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Look at all this. You see this? I'm currently shirtless. Just
Yeah.
You can't come for this, dude.
You didn't ask. You just took it right off.
It's hot in here. Well, now it's not.
Yeah, I know.
Woo!
Oh my.
So, thank you for listening. Let us know if you want us. Feel free to send questions. Tweet us at the SLOSH CAST. Or, I don't know any other way we can get questions.
Yeah, hey, if you want to tweet us at the SLOSH CAST, just tweet us with questions. We'll answer them on the podcast. But if you have, like, personal questions or things that you don't want answered on the podcast that you just want answered, like, on Twitter, you can like, don't PM us, but, like, you can ask us at our, individual Twitters. I'll answer. I mean, I'll say that for mine. I won't say that for Z, but.
Yeah. You love to plug your Twitter. You really
I want people to talk to me.
You really want that engagement on that Twitter.
I do. I don't even care if it's. I don't care about the Twitter. I just want to talk to people.
Sometimes you plug your Twitter before you plug our brand. It's
yeah,
so funny.
I don't mean to.
It's like, oh hey, if you want to follow me at Thinking Crooked, or here's my Facebook. I'll give you my address.
Yeah. If you want to be friends, I would love to be friends.
As he strokes a Danny DeVito sequin pillow.
Sorry.
You love that pillow, dude, so much.
Sometimes I just get addicted to it.
It's alright, man. I understand.
For our ASMR listeners.
Disgusting. So, thank you very much. And again, our ending theme song is "Too Cool" by Kevin MacLeod on Econfitech. I love that boy. Ty, you still not heard it. I'm gonna play it for you after the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean it played on the other one.
You listened to it finally.
Damn. Right.
Okay. Well. Have a good one, everybody. Good morning, good night, and everything in between. And the outro starts now.
Woo!
Woohoo!
All right, we're out of here.
Funky.
Dang,
I'm loving this shit.
My ears are coming.
Episode 3, we're coming.